Welcome to Fashion, Faith, and Flair, and today's fashion message is fabulous fashion in your 50s. A woman can be fabulous in her 50s as she was in her 20s. I am a firm believer of that. Although I started my 50s out in a fashion rut. As some of you know, I was over 300 pounds. I used to wear clothing that was 3 or 4 sizes too big. The job that I was in, the dress code was business casual, but rather than adding a little flair to it, I would wear the same Henley shirt in different colors, and it was just ridiculous. But as I got older, I started adding a little fashion flair to my decade, and I'm about ready to hit 50. Actually, I'm 59. I'm about ready to leave the 50s. So I'm looking forward to the 60s, but this video is concentrating on the 50s. So I've got some tips on how to dress in your 50s. The first one is don't be boring, be full of life. So today, for example, I'm wearing this. I made this. Actually, it was an accessory. It's actually rabbit. My sister gave it to me for Christmas, and it was an accessory you put around your neck. So I made it into a hat. There's a little ball in the back, and it actually goes with this cape that I have on that's got little rabbit balls on it. I have kind of a theme going on here, but I am all about having life in your dress. I mean, we have lived a long time and we have lived a wonderful life, so let's show it through our dress. The next one is embrace your favorite colors. Now, it's no secret that black is my favorite color. I am trying to add some color to that. Today's not a good example of it, although I do have colorful lipstick, and so, but try to add anything that's your favorite color, because you feel good when you wear something that you like. So that's a good rule to do. The next thing is find your fit. Now, our bodies change each decade due to the aging process, so it is important to wear clothing that fits properly. You don't want it too small and you don't want it too big. Now, a perfect example was when I was larger, I wore clothes that were way too big and it looked ridiculous. It looked stupid. So it's important to look at the fit. The next thing is leggings are not just for the gym. And now with online shopping, you can find them in all different colors. You can find them in different textures. You can find some that had bling on them. I have some metallic color leggings, like blue metallic, well, actually metallic kind of fabric. I mean, I've had a lot of fun with that because I'm trying to get away from all black. But leggings are a great way to add some spice to the wardrobe. Accentuate your positive attributes. Now, I don't know about y'all, but over the years, I would say I'm more content with who I am and my body than I was even in my 20s, even through the aging process. And I don't need to find things to try to make myself look better because there's an attribute that I don't like. That's the way God made me, and that's the way He made you. So accentuate what you like about yourself and draw attention to that, and you can do that with fashion. Wear heels or flats. You make the call. Now, there's some shaming around wearing heels as we get older. At least I've experienced it. I wore flats for many years, and part of that was based on my weight, and it was more comfortable to wear flats. But as I got to lose more weight, or I should say release more weight, because I don't want to find it. I still say losing from time to time, but I mean releasing. I found that I liked heels again. So I started wearing some pretty serious heels. Now, I may go back to wearing flats, but that's an option. And I have had women come up to me. Now, rather than saying nothing or just complimenting me the shoes, when it comes out of their mouth when they go, "How do you wear those shoes? I can't wear those shoes." Well, good for you. That's not your choice. Don't wear them. You can have really cute flat shoes. the idea that you come to someone that you start out with a negative comment, just don't say it. I think if people want to wear flats, more power to you. If you want to wear heels, more power to you. Just you be you. The next thing is have a statement handbag. Now, I'm the type that likes to carry the same handbag for a long period of time, and then I switch out because I got a lot of stuff that I carry around, and it's a pain in the butt to switch it out. I will use smaller handbags, or purses, I should say, when I'm going to an event where I don't want to carry a lot. That's easy to do because you just need your basic stuff in it, like your phone, your keys, your lipstick. But make sure that your handbag says you. The next thing is accessories make or break an outfit, and I have said that over and over again. Now, I'm sure over the decades you have collected different accessories. Now, I got a jewelry armoire a couple years ago, so I know exactly what jewelry I have. Now, sometimes I tend to gravitate to the same stuff over and over again, but that's where the fun begins, is going in and actually finding some cute accessories and using them. I don't wear fine jewelry as much as I used to in my younger days. I tend to like a lot of costume jewelry because I just think it's fun. I mix it too. But look at what accessories you have, because that can really make an look come together and be fun. Wear clothing and accessories to match your personality. Carol Harms, author of It's Your Day, Style It Your Way, has some great tips for dressing to your personality, and I'm going to go over 7 personality types. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to pigeonhole yourself into one personality type. It may be you pull from several of these, and there may be some of them that you're like, no way, I would never be that personality type because I'm not going to dress like it. So let me go over a few of them with you, these 7 ones. Feminine, romantic. Do you like feminine fabrics? Are you a romantic at heart? Do you like flowers? I would say, yes, I do like some romantic styles. I don't tend to go towards them, but I like if a fabric feels nice and soft, like this feels soft today, I will go ahead and select it. Or if the style's nice and flowing, I will select that. I tend to gravitate towards the next personality type, which is creative, innovative, eclectic. Do you like to express yourself freely through some type of art, music, drama? Do you tend to use your arms, eyes, and whole body when expressing yourself to others? I definitely do that. Now, you can't tell in these videos because I'm restraining my hands. I remember years ago when I was at a family reunion, it was an outdoor affair, and my mother grabbed a hold of my hands as she was laughing. She goes, Cindy, she goes, now try to talk. Because my arms were going all over the place, my hands. I'm expressive when I communicate. And so I would say, yes, I tend to be very creative. I like to change it up, look differently, especially the more I've gotten back into my fashion roots. Like I said, in the beginning of the decade, it was so dead inside of me that I was in a huge rut. But I do like to be creative and dress outside that fashion box. The next one is elegant. Do you like all your ducks in a row when at all possible? Do you feel drawn to more items that are expensive, that when you're on a tight budget? I would say for me, yes, I do like some elegant things, but price is a big driver for me. So I'm not going to let myself go to more expensive items because I want to get more bang for my buck. I appreciate people who are very elegant. They enter a room, their style is beautiful. You can see their presence as they come in. And I do appreciate the elegant style. I just don't pull from that. Rebellious. Do you operate outside the established rules? Is it your route in life less conventional? I don't know. That's a hard one for me Because it depends. It depends on the situation. If I'm going to an event that has a specific dress code, I try to stay within that dress code. Now, if it's a fashion event, all bars are off, or all bets are off. What do I mean by all bars? All bets are off. So that's something where I could be more creative. And then I tend to be a little rebellious when it comes to being in a Christian church, because I'm a Christian. I feel like I have earned the right to be rebellious. So I won't dress typically like other people. I do it towards how I feel the most comfortable. Now, again, if I'm at a specific event that's saying, okay, it's a black tie, you need to wear a gown, I'm going to wear a gown. I'm going to stay within the rules. So, but I have to tell you, I do appreciate people who are rebellious. And to me, that's very interesting to see someone in a room that's not conforming to everyone else's dress. And so that's an interesting one. The next one is relaxed, casual, natural. Do you consider comfort in all areas of life to be the utmost important over style or cost or appropriateness? And that can be also with fabrics. Do you have to have, only natural fabrics, or is everything about comfort and you're willing to pay the price? I would say I am far from this one. There is no way that I want to be casual in my dress, as well as I am very price driven. So I'm not going to say, oh, well, I don't care how much it costs. It's comfort. Let me spend all this. No way. And there are people that like this casual way of dress, and that's another personality type that you can dress toward. This one I do resonate with, and that's dramatic, bold. Do you consider comfort in all areas of, do you make an entrance that everyone notices? Are you a big in the room personality with a tendency to be energetic? Yes, yes, yes. I like to make an entrance when I come in, and I can tell you that might be from so many years I wanted to not make an entrance, because with being higher in weight, I just wanted to hide under those clothes. They were so big. I was more introverted at that time, even though I typically am an extrovert. So I've changed that. I'm more bold in my dress now, and I enjoy it. I really enjoy it, and I enjoy that part of my personality. I wouldn't be able to create the hats and that I have done over the last couple years if I didn't have something bold, something different to create from. The next one is classic, and that is, do you like for things to be pared down and simple, not ostentatious or showy? And that's so not me. That is so not me. I'm not a classic person. I do appreciate people who do dress in classic styles. It's very sharp and smart, and I do see that where they might be comfortable in very little jewelry, very classic style. I appreciate that look as well. Although that's not me, I'm not drawing towards that. So those styles that I went over with you, I'm sure there's at least one that would resonate with you, and you can build upon that. Now, I do want to tell you a story, because I think this is important, especially being older and looking at our fashion. And I was inspired by this documentary that was on Netflix a few years ago. It's called Advanced Style. And there was a guy in New York that wanted to photograph women 50 and up because he felt a loss in a relationship where his grandmother had passed away, and he was very close with her. And so he typically photographed women in their 80s and even older than in their 80s. Like, I think he had one model that was over 100, but he just wanted to show that people looked fabulous in the aging process. And he wrote a book. And so these women had amazing styles, and they were a lot like these personality types. They were different in how they dressed. And it inspired me because I was in my, early 50s at the time, and I thought, you know what, these women are amazing. And one of them in particular, I love this story. She was blind and she was in her 80s, and she was a beautiful woman. She had grown up in Harlem, and she had always wanted to be a model at 18. And that was her dream. At 81, she did a fashion spread in Paris. She had always wanted to go there, and she looked amazing in that couture clothing. And so it just is a reminder to me that no matter how old that we get, it's never too late to be fabulous in your fashion. And definitely in our 50s, it's a great time of life, and fashion is still important, and you don't have to dress like maybe society expects you to dress. You can step outside that fashion box. You don't have to be boring. You make the call on what you want to do as you age. And I'm a big proponent that no matter what, you can look fabulous at every stage in life, and it doesn't have to stop at the youth part of our lives. So if you like this video, I would appreciate it if you would like it. I would love to hear any comments you have to say about being fabulous in your 50s. And if you want to subscribe, I post twice a week to this channel. So I hope that you have a fabulous, fashionable day.